The reason why I go by Otis instead of my actual first name, Fred, is because I was named after my grandfather, first of all, Fred. His name was Fred Otis. It happened in, I believe, in college. We had a substitute teacher. I was born and raised as Otis. For whatever reason, no one in my family ever calls me Fred. So to this day, if somebody says Fred, I don't turn immediately. But we had a substitute teacher, and on the roll sheet it says Amey, Fred, because my first name. So the teacher said that, and everybody's like, Fred, who's that? Because everybody knew me as Otis. So ever since then, people started calling me both, Fred, Otis. So nowadays, like everybody in the Gladiators, they just call me my initials, FOA. So that's pretty much what I go by now, either that or Otis. Trying to adjust to the winter, all I heard about Cleveland was they love football and it's cold. So the first night I got out here, it was 17 degrees. I went to a Cavs game, walking back across the street to the Radisson, and I don't think you just have to get climatized or just adjust to the weather when you get out here. I don't think you can get ready for it. I still am not ready for it. I wasn't ready for the snow. It was the first time I had ever been in the snow when I came out here, and I wasn't ready for it at all. I still don't know if I'm ready for it. A lot of people still don't know too much about arena, but it's just as hard as playing an arena as it is in the NFL. What makes it just as difficult is a lot of guys that play arena played in the NFL before. The players are good, just as good as NFL players. The field's more narrow and not as long, so that makes it, you have to be on top of your game. Returning a kickoff or a punt in the NFL, you have more time when you catch it. There's a lot more room to go. But in arena, a lot of times, as soon as you catch it, there's guys right there. So I actually think it's a little bit more difficult returning the kickoffs off the net in arena, and it's 10 times more harder to catch it off the net. I've gotten hit a lot harder in the NFL. There's been plenty of times. All the games so far, I haven't really been sore in the arena, except for last week. I was so sore last week. I guess it depends on how many times you hit that dashboard, like we said. There's something they say about this board, and the board doesn't lose. You can run over a player or get hit, but those boards, you can run into it all day. It's gonna give a little, but it's not gonna move. So in the NFL, there's nothing like that. So you can end up getting hurt out there. And a lot of times if you go over those boards, you either landed on somebody or you landed on concrete, because there's not anything on the other side of those boards. Definitely, it's rare we see a team come together where it's the team's first year, a lot of free agents, but it's rare when you see a team come together like this with a veteran quarterback who's been playing for 8 or so years. Kept 2 of the best players from the team last year. A lot of good players coming together. The team Columbus, who went to the Arena Bowl last year, 7-9 at the end of the season. You never know. It's really, in this league, it's all about getting to the playoffs. A lot of things can happen in an arena game, so it's just about getting there, and we keep getting better as the season goes on. Started off 3-0, went 0-3, won our last game. I just feel we keep getting better every week, and we're going to be ready for that playoff push. Nothing, because I sincerely believe that you're where you're at because you're supposed to be there. I wouldn't change anything. I would just try to make the most out of every day from here on out. That's the only thing I can worry about and trying to change. I actually love music, and I rap. No one really knows I have a MySpace music page and everything. So if you just type in my initials, capital FOA, it'll take you right to my page. But I'm actually working on my album. I have about 27 tracks already done. I'm just choosing which 14 or so I'm going to use for my album. Tomorrow's not promised, but death is, so I'm going to go hard till my body is breathless. I ain't never had nothing handed to me. All I had was the word God planted the seed.